Thanks for staying with the NCN 6 o'clock news. Several interventions are ongoing to minimize the effects of the current December-January rains, which are now predicted to last until March. In this regard, the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority is continuously undertaking critical interventions to reduce accumulated water in affected areas. Here's our report.
Several communities continue to be drained by gravity under the operation of pumps, which have proven successful in reducing accumulated water. However, heavy rainfall over the weekend has further compounded the situation, resulting in high waters in canals. Due to the incessant rainfall, the MMA, ADA, the NDIA, and regional authorities have been instructed to continue monitor the situation and implement necessary measures to reduce the impact of large-scale floods, particularly in cultivated areas. In the meantime, it was noted that in Region 2, high water in the Pomeroon River is continuously receding. Works are ongoing to dissolve the Andrews outfall, and the pump has been deployed to Charity to replace the damaged one, which is now up for repairs. In Region 3, construction of the La Jealousy sluice store is near completion, and canals with high waters in these areas are reported to be receding. The RDC is, however, considering the deployment of a drainage pump at Blankenberg outfall in this regard. In Region 4, the NDIA has sealed a breach at Hope as well as cleared a drainage canal. There was also excavation of the roadside trench at Annandale, Buxton West Sideline Canal, and drains in front of the Paradise Housing Scheme, as well as internal drains at Lusignan. In Region 5, an excavator has been deployed there to undertake works in number 6, 7, and 8 villages to assist with drainage, and 3 canals will also be dug to save 500 acres of rice under threat. Additionally, 2 tubes were installed at the main drains between number 6 and 7 villages, and 4 were installed between Cotton Tree and the Edward Village access dam. Approximately 1 mile of the Abari flood embankment was heightened, and a pump has been installed at the Industry and Rutherford Canal, Mahaika, while tractor-driven pumps were deployed at broken waterlands. And in Region 6, the accumulated water in this region is receding slowly as a diversion was made to drain the water. A tube has also been installed at Belvedere while the drainage canal was excavated, and the RDC has decided to raise the embankment of the number 4 dam at Chesney to prevent overtopping. Farmers requesting technical assistance are advised of the schedule of veterinary and agriculture officers' visits to Mahaika, Maikoni, and the Barry Creeks during this week. The team has so far visited Maikoni on Tuesday, January 6, 2009. Ernestine Jagran reporting for the NCN 6 O'clock News.
President Bart Jagdeo says an interim board will be set up at the Gaisuco to address problems which have been affecting the sugar industry. He acknowledges that the turnaround phase will not be easy, but notes that it is necessary if the industry is to meet the existing global challenges. Shardala reports.
Challenges confronting the sugar industry have been receiving widespread attention since they were highlighted some months ago, and after numerous meetings with the Gaisuco board and management, President Bart Jagdeo has decided to establish an interim board which will be responsible for executing a reform plan for the industry. The president says the new management structure and government will have to review and refocus the corporation's expenditure to fix existing problems. He fears that further production declines could put a dent in the nation's revenue earnings, which has already been subject to a 36% sugar price cut by the European Union. Contrary to claims and speculation by opposition parties, the Guyanese leader says problems facing the industry have been a priority for government since they were first discovered. He attributes some of these issues to the intense rainfall pattern, which have created difficulties for growth over the years and failure on the part of the board to respond better. The Guyanese leader notes that the industry had anticipated that if it was able to produce 400,000 tons of cane, then unit costs would have dropped. However, this did not occur. He stresses that while the Skeldon Sugar Factory may be partially responsible for this, it is not entirely to blame. The head of state has reiterated that the factory is a turnkey project and government will only accept it once it is fully functional. In the meantime, he says government has already pressed for the contractual $5.2 million for delayed damages from the Chinese contractor. Reporting for the 6 o'clock news, I'm Charlotte Lau.